Becoming a Curator, presented by Krista Lingley. There are many things to consider before beginning a career as a curator. Research into the profession will provide the necessary information to fully understand what is required to pursue this line of work. I chose this job for my topic because I love history and I enjoy the hands-on work required in a museum setting. Currently, I am working towards a degree in history. Being able to bring history to life for museum patrons, especially children, would provide me with a rewarding and fulfilling career. Let's take a look at some of the questions that need to be answered when pursuing a career as a curator. What education and experience is required for the position of curator? What are the duties and responsibilities of a curator? What is the projected salary of a museum curator? And what type of museum would I prefer to work in? This presentation will address each of these questions. Educational requirements for the position of curator. The Bureau of Labor Statistics notes, curators typically need a master's degree in art history, archaeology, or museum studies. While a master's degree is recommended, in smaller museums you should be able to get a position with a bachelor's degree and occupational experience. Prior experience in the field will help your resume stand out when applying for a position as a curator. Key experience can be gained through a museum internship, volunteer experience, managerial experience, and experience with business administration. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has highlighted a few important skills that will benefit a successful curator. These skills include analytical skills. Curators need excellent analytical skills to determine the origin, history, and importance of the objects they work with. Customer service skills. Curators work with the general public on a regular basis. They must be courteous and friendly. Organizational skills. Curators must be able to store and easily retrieve records and documents. And technical skills. Many historical objects need to be analyzed and preserved. Curators will use different chemicals and techniques to preserve artifacts. The duties and responsibilities of a curator. A curator really has to be a jack of all trades. Once you get through the museum doors, the behind-the-scenes work of a curator flows seamlessly throughout every inch of the building. In an article from the magazine of the Royal Ontario Museum, Mark Engstrom highlighted some of the many duties of a curator. A curator is expected to manage staff, procure artifacts, promote the museum, orchestrate tours, catalog artifacts, fundraise, conduct field research, oversee daily operations, maintain exhibit schedules, oversee artifact care, design exhibits, and provide quality content to museum patrons. On top of everything, a curator has one important mission: to keep the local community happy. There are 4 basic funding sources available for museums: government, corporation, charitable foundation, and private benefactor. Many museums rely on city funds for a portion of their operational budget. Keeping the community and museum patrons happy will ensure that museum funds are safe from budget cuts. Projected income for a curator. As of May 2016, the annual projected income for a curator was just over $47,000. The pay may be higher or lower depending on the type of institution. For curators working in educational services, the median pay is $52,000 a year. For government positions, $48,000, and for museum and historical sites, $43,000 a year. That is not a lot of money for a master's degree, but curatorship is a calling of the heart. People do not go into this field for the paycheck. From the beginning, the museum was conceptualized as a transformative space, at once educational and utopian, intended to celebrate the power of art and to display the authority of state. When considering a job as a curator, you must evaluate the atmosphere that you would like to work in. There are many different types of museums. Some of the most popular museums include art museums or galleries, natural history or natural science, children's museums, science and technology, multidisciplinary or general museums, and history museums. Each type of museum offers a unique look into the past, present, or future. Deciding an area of interest will play a large part in the life of a curator. Personally, I would love to work in a creative natural history museum. The life of a curator is demanding and stressful, but why is this job important? In the book Creativity in Museum Practice, authors Linda Norris and Rainey Tisdale note, creative museums help kids, parents, teachers, workers, seniors, civic leaders, everyone uncover their own creative passions and use them to solve nagging problems, make discoveries, invent useful and beautiful new things, build fulfilling careers, and connect more meaningfully with each other. Inspiring creativity in others is one of the most rewarding aspects of being a curator. This presentation has answered 4 important questions. What education and experience is required for the position of curator? What are the duties and responsibilities of a curator? What is the projected salary of a museum curator? And what type of museum would I prefer to work in? I hope this presentation will be useful to others who might be considering a job as a curator. Thanks for watching.